Welcome to the Cloud Council. Today, we're going to be talking about workplace computing beyond 2020. And I'm delighted to be joined by Graham Watt, CEO of Softcat, and by Mark Chillingworth, a CIO and CTO community editor and commentator. So we talked a little bit about this earlier, which is this concept of phase one of modernizing the workplace and shifting to remote working. And how, in your words, I think, Graham, that's perhaps what we've done in the short term out of necessity. If we think about what phase two might look like, beyond just getting people remaining productive and seamless in terms of their work, what does that look like, and what additional benefits can that bring to customers, to an organization, and to its employees? And let's start with Mark on that one.
It is that flexibility. And I think, phase one was very much about the infrastructure. Now it's about taking that, there's that saying, isn't it? Work is not somewhere you go, it's something you do. It's very much building on that you take your work to your clients, to your customers. And I think that's going to be a huge opportunity. There's been some terrible stories come out of this pandemic, but there's also been some amazing visions of hope. And I think actually, as you've just said, the technology has all been there. The IT departments have not had the applause they absolutely deserve. And now they really are the champions of the opportunity to take the technology of our organizations out to the customer and out into the wider world.
Yeah, agreed, Mark. And Graham, I know you talk to a lot of customers. What are you seeing where they see the most opportunity to modernize, to perhaps capture new market share, new markets? Where are you focusing your attention, and where are you seeing customers focus their investments?
Well, I think customers have already done the short-term move, and they're talking to us very actively. Actually, you'd be amazed at how extensive those discussions are with customers. A little bit, as I alluded to earlier on, some of that time management and some of those task management tools that the customers are already turning their attention to how they manage employees in a more remote environment. We've had people coming to us and asking us, can we help them with all of the social distancing requirements that we're all going to have in an office environment? They want to come to us to start providing that. So we've got a collaboration tool, team, that historically have been focused on AV and video conferencing and some of the collaboration applications. Now their remit seems to have kind of potentially exploded. And I think customers are seeing that they should get better value for money and better quality, because I think they will get an improved experience from staff who are able to operate more seamlessly and with greater confidence and agility. That's their goal in that workspace environment. And I think we definitely see that coming. I think staff, whether it's our staff or our customer staff, are expecting an acceleration of getting a better user experience. I mean, we shouldn't forget that millennials are digital natives, and they now comprise pretty much half of the workforce across all organizations. And companies are really having to kind of narrow that gap between personal and business IT experience. And employees are used to having a pretty good personal IT experience. And to Mark's point, they want flexibility as well. So, and they're increasingly demanding to decide when and where they will work. So I think organizations need to look at not just keeping their existing employee base happy, but it can be a competitive advantage for organizations hiring as well when talent's scarce. And then your other point around how should the organization benefit? I think ultimately the organization should see a clear benefit around reduced risk, reduced cost, and increased productivity and peace of mind. Not just employing some of the things we've said, but touching on also greater deployment of AI and RPA. I think I can see that being accelerated too. So further movement to kind of more consumptive behaviors around IT, cloud adoption, greater appetite for variable cost versus fixed cost, and lower risk of business interruption, security breaches. I think that's what organizations will be looking to achieve here. So spend less and automate more, I think, will be very high on, or is very high on their agendas.
Well, thank you very much again to Graham Watt and Mark Chillingworth for joining me as my guests this week and for your terrific insights into this topic. And thank you to you for joining me again this week.